Welcome back to Just Kidding. Today we're talking about why we should probably have kids.
Ooh.
Is that what that says?
That's what it says.
Do you guys
I saw what you did.
Do you guys have a number of how many
A number of what? How many what?
children you want?
I mean, I don't even know that I'm dead set on it at all.
Really?
Are you team no
Don't be
kids?
selfish.
Do you both go back and forth, or
We
just?
both go back and forth. We're both
Wow.
lockstep as hell about it.
What is the on the fence thingy that keeps making you go, I don't
We
know.
like how things are. We don't, we like our relationship a lot, and we've seen so many relationships crumble under the weight of kids that.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, yeah.
Is it possible where if Nikki were to be like, okay, I've decided I'm dead set, I want kids, that you would still be like, but I don't know.
No,
Would you just like ride?
I think if I came home tonight and was like, I want to have a kid, she would be down, and I think it's the same way, vice versa.
Oh, so you're both in like
Both riders.
Okay, that's
We're both riders for sure. We both just want to be with each other, but we also, it's interesting to think about. I think the biggest thing for us, we wish we could just have a kid, spit it out, see what it looks like, and then like let somebody else raise it for a while, and we'll pick it up later.
You guys are like 16th century royals. That's like literally what they did.
You're basically
Play Sims.
Because I don't think babies are cute.
But
Straight
you
up.
don't want to adopt them.
But it's not your baby though.
I know, so I know that happens to
baby.
people. But people always do the baby's cute thing. I don't give a shit.
Bro, I seen a baby that looked just like you. It looked pretty cute.
I want to take care of it.
When David
I wanted to hold it.
popped out his baby boy out of his asshole,
Yep.
Okay.
he said that there's like an automatic reaction that's unexplainable where you're just like madly in love and you're just I don't know what the and he keeps crying and shit, and I was like, well, David, we all knew you were a little bitch.
Yeah, he's a bitch boy.
But
Physiology.
he's not the first person to tell me that this is like some crazy biological thing that happens, and it's like,
You don't think that?
yo,
Baby looks like Steve.
that's
I put it back.
You put a. Yo, what you mean?
looks like straight up Steve.
Bro, he looks like
sees
you
it,
grow up to be a stud. He look like a great wrestler.
Shove it back in.
Shove it back in. That's,
Let it cook a little bit longer.
That is you, bro.
yeah, but Joe, that's true.
50.
That's a cute baby, dude.
What David said is
That's a really
true.
cute
Yeah.
baby.
so everyone that I've known, they just tell me this is like, and it's like, well, then it's just a whole shift happens. And you lower your testosterone like a motherfucker. You start growing titties. You become a little bitch. But it's like all worth it. Yeah. It's all
So
worth
David's having a good time, right?
We don't know.
No, like yeah,
We
no,
don't know.
he's.
He plays about sleep a lot.
But you know what though, knowing David, I think he's been ready for this.
Yeah.
Like I think he's just the type of personality where I think he is like been ready to dad up.
Yeah.
Cause he likes taking care of people. He likes cooking and like doing a lot of like stuff that's like home stuff.
Yeah.
People, like family stuff. Yeah.
Gardens.
Yeah. But like you and Nikki are like hobbies people.
Yeah.
So I mean, David has it too, but it's just I feel like he's always been talking about it and dreaming about it, and like
Yeah. You kind of knew David was gonna have a baby eventually. You like, cause you're right. He does.
no, that's and he's never shy about it, right? But I don't know. It's like I think he was like ready for it, and that's the difference. It's like if you're not fully like let's fucking
He was
do
like,
this.
when he told me he was gonna have the kid, like he was like stoked on it. So like
Yeah.
I think that says a lot. There was no
Yeah.
fear or anything. It was like he's stoked.
Yeah. He knew what he wanted for
Yeah.
sure.
My biggest fear is really like I live such an unstable random life that's never grounded anywhere that I don't ever want to be in a situation where I like fuck dude, why did I bite off more than I chew? Because I do that
Yeah.
without kids. And then it's kind of not fair because it's kind of like I don't want to repeat the same mistakes of well, my parents were never home to be around and take care of me. And then it's like, am I going to repeat that cycle of like, well, I can't be home because I fucked up and now I have to keep working.
Like you can have a latchkey baby.
Yeah, or I am home, but I can't even focus on the kid. And I start looking at the kid as my burden. And I'm like, shut the fuck up. I got to fucking record his vlog right now. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, sure.
so I'm not in a place where I'm like,
Jesus.
yeah.
You're in the vlog, but then you gotta shut the fuck up. I gotta do interstitials and stuff.
So hey, can you do that again? Like the funny shit, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's like Also, like, I don't have any, like, I have the problem of no one's around me. As far as all my family's international or like hours away.
Pitbull.
Yeah.
They're all worldwide.
I'm a jet setter. You know.
Mostly in the 305.
How do you feel like a baby would change you though?
How?
Yeah. Like how do you feel like
His testosterone drops, his titties start growing.
yeah, you start loving soy.
Well, the change that I've seen in my friends
Yeah.
is there's definitely more like empathy toward family stuff, or like when they see things that's like movies that's father son or daughter, and like I think there's more of like, oh, I get that, and then like they'll cry about like, oh, how can this guy leave his whatever, whereas like when you don't have kids, I don't think we're just like, bitch, you know.
That was me.
Yeah, there's more empathy.
Just calling everyone bitch. So, as soon as you cry in the movie, I was like, you a bitch.
Yeah. So it made you more.
Or you see yourself in the baby
Yeah.
role instead of the adult. A dude like me will find his way home.
Yeah.
Leave me out on the street.
I also think there's something that happens to people when they have kids, and maybe this has happened to you already, where they just think that their kid is like the new Mozart
Oh god, yeah.
from day one, and they just think like their kid is just everything that they're doing is so advanced and like so fucking crazy, and
That's
really
hilarious.
they're just drooling all over themselves and climbing the crib. Like, and I'm like, and they're like, yeah, but look how it's climbing. That's crazy. I'm like, it climbs. Everything climbs.
Everything climbs.
I feel like you pointed out something like, didn't Bart say something about like Taika saying a word that was like complicated?
Oh, no, that was David.
Oh, David said that.
'Cause he
Yeah.
was- yeah. He's like, I'm frustrated. But then he was putting.
saying this about Bart.
Yeah,
Yeah,
David,
yeah. Because Bart's like, Taika's so smart. And he goes, why? Because he's frustrated. He goes, why was he frustrated? Because he was trying to put both of his legs in. He put both of his legs in one
his pants
pants,
on, right?
And he couldn't get his other ones. And then he's like, wait, that's dumb as fuck.
But then Bart would be like, I didn't even know
what
I
he
was
said, what
frustrated
he
until I was 13.
Yeah. But he said frustrated
That's
though,
like, yeah,
dude.
but he used frustrated to express
Label my emotions.
People just like they're in like a cult of like my kid is a fucking the next Mozart, the next fucking Liberace or some shit. I don't know.
Fucking
Liberace.
But I mean, to
I was
answer-
building a crib with my buddy recently, and he's like, I think that like, I don't know, man. And she's like 2 years old. He's like, I think she's gonna do like big stuff in music.
That's sick.
And I'm like, wait, why? And he's like, every time there's music on, she's dancing. And I'm like, that's literally every fucking kid, brother. But that's just what happens.
But that's why when you ask like why you probably should have kids, like imagine living a period of your life where you've got this sick ass glaze.
That's true.
You're right.
That's so
Everything
true.
your kids do is shit.
That's
That's gold.
gold.
That's the blessing.
It's like,
But I
oh
was
my
like-
god, like 8 solids and it's a
I was
smelly
like-
ass shit, but it's a big shit. Let's go.
Before he wasn't taking shits.
I was like, you know that they put music in like every little kid's show and movie and everything because the kids really like that shit. And he's like, oh yeah, shit.
But not like my baby.
Down.
But you know what?
I was just like, I just thought it was fascinating, like, cause it's like what you're saying. There's like this glaze. It's just like, whoa.
But I wonder. See, I don't hear this from kid number 3 though. It's like we're witnessing
yeah.
kid number 1 experiences from all these folks, right? So they're obsessed. This is so true. Because it's like kid number 3.
I was
It's like
kid number 3,
right.
dude.
No one gives a fuck.
Dude, you'll be fine.
But in traditional sense,
I'm kid
obviously the
number 3,
glaze is
dog.
gone. But if you can afford it or whatever, if you have kid number 3, you just got like 3x chances that when you get old and you're about to die or whatever, you need taken care of. Like you're not
selfish.
You're not overburdening one kid, you know.
That's true. That's true. That's true. That's
But imagine,
absolutely
like,
true.
remember Bart when Bart's like, man, he's climbing everything. It's like he's a little climbing savant. He's gonna be the next man on wire.
And
And it's like,
though, Taika is wild though.
He's wild, for
like,
sure.
Motherfucker be
But,
doing deadlifts right now.
no doubt. I'm talking about when he was.
That's
I'm talking about when he was like fucking 3 years old or whatever. I'm like, yeah, kids climb everything, brother. Like they climb absolutely every goddamn thing.
But all parents are like, but not like my kid. The way he climbs,
It's crazy. man.
he out climbs.
Genetically alpha
It's just a
climbing.
natural effect that happens. But I think it's cool that it's almost like, you know, when something restores your faith in humanity. That's pretty sick that happens, but that is in your kid. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and you get to be
cool.
frustrated.
That is cool.
You get to be frustrated.
Nick is like Back to the Future 3.
You're like, yeah, whatever, dude. You'll be all right.
But like I would assume again, feel free to chime in. It's like maybe equal parts frustration, sure, but like if you have that much frustration, you also probably have that much joy and loving experience.
Definitely.
For sure.
Yeah, of course.
Look at that joy. Look at the joy. Show the joy.
It's good joy.
And that's gotta be incredible and like indescribable.
Yeah.
It's euphoric.
Yeah. It's dope, man.
Like same thing. Again, I don't have kids, but like I remember when I got like my cats, and you know they're really really small, and they were just pissing and shitting everywhere and just ripping up stuff, fucking up your furniture, fucking up your bed, like, and you're just like, why did you want this, Nina?
Yeah, I want to throw it against the wall.
Hypothetically, you know, and then you have that one moment where this little ass thing just like crawls into your lap and accepts you as the protector.
You can't beat that.
Yeah, and you're like, oh, this is better than everything.
Okay.
How many kids you want? 5?
Now I'd be fucking thankful for one.
Really?
And that's what it feels like nowadays, right?
Oh, it's because your sperm's kind of weak?
Sperm
Absolutely.
Halloween.
Yeah. My tits are growing.
He's been
Soy is all over the place.
He's been
in my house.
a laptop lap guy for a long time, so he's cooking them balls.
Dude, I think about that all the time. Like my phone's been in my front pocket for so long.
For a decade.
Fanny pack? Right on my dick. I'm radioactive ball sacks.
When I was younger, I remember I would like, you know, you all fucking like you have like a number in your head. You don't share it with hella people, but you're like, this would be tight if I had this.
Damn.
I remember thinking to myself, 4 kids would be sick.
Yeah.
I know.
It's a noisy household.
You're fucking naive and ignorant
I
completely.
was in a 4-kid household. It was noisy as shit.
But also you're growing up and you're looking at like my dad's got like 8 brothers or 12 brothers and sisters. My mom's got 8 brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
So like I'm like 4 is like enough.
Yeah. That seems chill.
Yeah. Now
it was
I'm
like my
oh,
bloodline
shit.
will survive.
And then also like I only had one sister, granted,
right.
but that also meant like I was like, oh shit, I'm the one who's carrying on the family name. I better do my part.
Lee better survive. It won't survive without me.
There was once a Lee.
That's true.
Such a unique name.
If your phone's by your balls, your sperm counts down. That's true.
I think I bet it is.
You know how you might be able to tell? Because I feel like the newest generation of like, let's say like 19-year-olds, 18-year-olds had phones pretty like, they had electronic devices a lot longer. Yeah.
During their development.
And I don't think teen pregnancy is down in certain areas.
But they're potent.
But I thought they're fertile as fuck. Yeah.
Isn't birth rates down all over the place thoa?
Because
Birth
they're
rates?
using condoms.
Birth rates, but teen pregnancies is a different type of like birth rate is more like
Got it.
But if you just look at the same like just Huntington Park, which was the leading teen pregnancy for many years, I think it's still the same.
I don't think they had enough time to cook them the way we have. Like by the time we're in our 30s, these are well done, brother.
Yeah, we're already uphill without the phone situation.
Yeah.
We've had a phone this big for like 10 years just about.
And we had every generation.
Your dick just has to be bigger than your phone.
And
That's not happening.
Imagine the amount of times we've jacked off, man. We've put gallons out in the universe.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Down the drain.
Gallons down the socks is.
Ew.
I might be infertile. I did a lot of cream pies and
think it'd
girls
be
didn't
alright.
get pregnant, so
Oh really?
Yeah,
But they got.
Protection at all, and they still didn't get pregnant.
I am a lucky dude. Or
You don't get
one day-
anxiety after though.
One day I might check my 23andMe and then like there might be, dude.
Can you just like feel ovulation schedules?
Yeah.
No, I was just a risky boy.
Wow, dude, that's risky.
Well, I mean, most of them were on birth control and stuff.
Oh well, that's different. No protection. I meant that too.
Protection means no protection.
boy. Everyone was on birth control.
I'm blessed, truly blessed.
so cheap.
What's that thing when they get
just
inside?
do anal.
Shove in the pussy?
The freaking.
Yeah, I had one that had that.
The.
That was good.
No,
No, not turkey baster. Damn it.
the
Diva cup.
The
No, not
prong.
the
The
Diva cup.
prong.
Whatever that is.
IUD.
IUD.
Thank you.
IUD's rough, man.
Yeah, that's rough.
Because like by our ages, right, our parents' generation, they already had a couple of kids. Like, what do you think is so different about our generation?
I think that I think in general, I think it takes more people to have a household survive. So more people have to work.
Yeah.
I think that's
So back then, you think, because I thought
survive on
our
a single
parents,
income.
our parents needed dual. we were the generation of it was a little bit earlier than them that
Yeah, a
only
little
needed
bit
one.
earlier. Yeah.
I think there was more support around them though, like around
People support.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Because my grandma was around. I have aunts and uncles. Yeah. So it's like, because our generation was the beginning of the latchkey kids and a dual income, where both parents had to work, and stay-at-home moms was still around, but it was like they were struggling, right? And then now it's kind of impossible. So
It's what
like,
it seems like, yeah. Or it seems like it's just you just have to have faith and make it work, but it doesn't look easy.
but also
from the other side
we
of it.
buy too much avocado toast. So like,
Yeah.
It's the wackest.
But it's
food.
so much better nowadays than it
But
was.
we have to
fucking Starbucks.
we have to support the cartel somehow.
These bitches, they love their Starbucks, and it's $15 a pop every time you go.
You should make it
If you go every day, it adds up.
We got to become a
like you-
barista at the house. You know, we have to learn.
more ignorant. Like I think our parents' generation, you just like it's a thing to do. You never question it. You just fucking have kids, right? Because like a lot of them too, if you weren't married, it was shunned upon to live together or have whatever. So a lot of them, shotgun marriage or whatever, it was just a thing to do. Pop out fucking kids. So they didn't even question it. But I think for us, it's like there's no social shame to just like do any of it.
That's true.
So that's probably
It's
another.
not the same.
Yeah, there's no.
Pressure is nowadays is like you're almost bad for like making people have kids. Like people talk about that way more nowadays. I think where they go
Or
like,
like-
oh, I keep getting pressure from my mother-in-law or whatever about like
and
having
then
a baby.
also, anytime you like tell your friends like, "Oh yeah, my parents are kind of pressuring me," everybody else is like, "Take your time,
Yeah.
take your
Yeah,
time."
that's true.
Yeah.
Everyone says that nowadays.
Oh, you're young. You're young. I'm 36. You're young. You still got time.
We have analysis paralysis, I think, with it too. Like the same way that I do, where I go back and forth because there's just so much information about being a parent out there that kind of scares people away from it. Whereas
And
back in the day, there was-
I genuinely believe that our generation, we're so scared of making the same mistakes. Because as you know, millennial men are the most involved fathers in the history of mankind right now.
wow.
Like how
That's gotta be
involved
bad.
we are to
It's gonna mess up our futures, I think.
right? And that's probably because our generation is so much more conscious of like, well, I don't want to fuck up and I want to be a good dad. So they're spending time. You want to fucking spend time
So
with your kids.
we're probably accidentally fucking up.
Fucking
We should
it
just
up.
be making money.
You,
baby.
you think the guys who were storming the beaches in Normandy had great relationships with their father? I don't either.
They're true patriots. They lied about their age and just to fucking go to war. Those
They're fucking
motherfuckers.
14-year-olds killing people.
All killed off.
Dude, did y'all know in World War II there's a special unit literally just to film the whole war?
We know.
SPEOUC.
We know.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Everyone knows that.
I'm just saying, man.
It's common knowledge.
I'm kidding. We gotta go.